to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Virginia Tech will have some work to do after that short return. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Finds the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
From the gun, running back gets the give. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker. It's so important to this team.
On third down, going up top. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Dropping back, it's Drones. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. They'll go to the ground. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. NC State going up tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to move the chains. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll leave it with him. He'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking for room, it's Scott. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. NC State will line up with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. What a missed opportunity for this offense.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes his connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win in 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Running it back, it's Concepcion. And the returner goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McCray. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point splits the upright. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they capped things off with a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lawrence.
And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Lost, the defense is wide open. Off he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Drones. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds the big tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Handoff from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Leaves it with the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. NC State quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw, it's Drones. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. That's caught. It's Fitzgerald. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. The play action fake. Scrambling away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hokies!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They keep attacking through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the catch. It's Grimes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, opponent. Go down the field, get in for it.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
And this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, he's looking downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
One of my coaches always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Sometimes you just got to throw the football away. Sometimes you got to tuck the football down and run. QB standing back in the pocket, sitting there with the ball exposed, sometimes it leads to a fumble.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So now on comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And it's good! After the earlier miss. Redemption and celebration after the game winner. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that? Like